Following Sariputta. The awareness of nothingness. Imagine peeling away the world one layer at a time. First form, then the sense of boundary, then the vastness of space, then even infinite consciousness itself. And when all of that has been seen, examined, and let go, what remains? For Sariputta, in his seventh attempt at awakening, the next logical step was to take another step back. Not into a dark void, not into nihilism, but the perception of that which precedes common awareness. A refined mode of awareness, where the target of perception is that space, where sense inputs are seen to be initially assembled. Welcome back to the next chapter of this unfolding inquiry into the Aunupadasutta, where the Buddha's chief disciple records every shift in his meditation with surgical precision. And now, after testing the perception of infinite space and infinite consciousness, and recognizing that neither one would bring an end to the cycle of death and rebirth, Sariputta turns inward once again, this time toward the perception of nothingness. So what does it mean to attend to nothingness? In practical terms, it means the mind turns to observing that space which occurs before making sense of things, before shapes, before sounds, before feelings taken as mine, even before the knowing of consciousness. Sariputta deliberately limits perception from that boundless ocean of awareness, and instead cultivates the understanding that there is a space where there are no objects, and so nothing to grasp. It's subtle, almost dangerously subtle, because the stillness that arises with this activity is profound. No physical objects, no disturbances, no mental chatter, with nothingness itself as the sole object of perception. For many practitioners, this feels like the answer. It feels like freedom. But Sariputta, ever the investigator, refuses to be seduced. He begins examining this state the way a scientist examines a rare specimen. Carefully, methodically, without presuming the conclusion. And what does he find? That the perception of nothingness, however exquisite, is still a perception. It still depends on intention, attention, and the mental fabrications that shape experience. It is conditioned. It arises, persists briefly, and it inevitably passes away. And for Sariputta, that is the decisive point. Because anything that is conditioned cannot be the answer to the problem of death and rebirth. Anything that arises must cease, and anything that ceases is not a final refuge. So the seventh attempt becomes an education in subtle disappointment. A recognition that even the absence of things is still a thing, an object that the mind holds and sustains. The stillness associated with the perception of nothingness is real, but it's not liberation. It cannot halt the wheel of rebirth. It cannot uproot craving completely. Sariputta sees this clearly, and with that clarity, he lets go of even this rarefied state. He does not cling to the calm, nor does he mistake the silence for release. He simply acknowledges, this too is impermanent. And then he moves on. From here, his path will take him into even more delicate territory, toward neither perception nor non-perception, and ultimately toward the relinquishment of all perceptual objects altogether. But for now, the seventh attempt stands as a reminder. The spiritual path is not about finding the perfect experience right out of the chute. It's about trial and error and persistence. For Sariputta, it was about testing whether any mode of awareness, high or low, could ever be truly unconditioned. And so Sariputta moved on once again, into even deeper stillness, in search of something that does not rise and fall,